Hi, salam sejahtera everyone, and thank you for the chance to join the International Conference on Advanced Social Research in Education, Management and Society 2023. My name is Loong. Would like to represent my team to present our research paper titled with Examining the Impact of Knowledge Sharing on Malaysia's Manufacturing Sector's Competitive Advantage. As we know that the studies of competitive advantage and knowledge sharing practices have been applied by scholars and has been attracted a growing interest for practical and theoretical implications. However, there are little studies to discuss about knowledge sharing practices and competitive advantage in the manufacturing sector in Malaysia. And these variables have been studied in isolation and show inconsistent findings. Our research aim is to investigate tacit and explicit knowledge sharing to the most effective measures of competitive advantage, which are cost, quality, delivery, and flexibility. As highlighted in the problem statement for our research, we found that Malaysia's manufacturing sector performed rather poor and lacked competitiveness in comparison to other most industries in Malaysia. And also, we found that manufacturing firms are lack of innovation capability and insufficient internal resources to support their manufacturing system. Furthermore, they have lack of experienced and skilled workers to implement and monitor their overall manufacturing processes and management. Additionally, workers are refused to share knowledge, which result in ineffective and inefficient management and knowledge sharing practices. Our research or study have 8 research questions. The first 4 research questions examined whether tacit knowledge sharing have a significant relationship with the 4 dependent variables, which are cost, quality, delivery, and flexibility of competitive advantage among Malaysia's manufacturing companies. And the other 4 research questions examine the relationship between explicit knowledge sharing and the 4 variables of cost, quality, delivery, and flexibility of competitive advantage. And we have 8 research objectives which tally with the research questions. Our study focuses on production managers as the representative of the manufacturing companies. Samples were collected from the list of FMM Directory, Federations of Malaysian Manufacturers Directory. 150 samples were drawn from the directory and all respondents are involved in the industrial zones in Malaysia. These are the main articles that we have reviewed and discussed in our research. We found many studies agree that to the positive relationships between tacit and explicit knowledge sharing and competitive advantage. However, we did argue that knowledge sharing practices are highly depending on the employees' knowledge, skill, experience and interactions in order to increase their overall organizational competitive advantage. This is our research frameworks with the key underpinning theory of knowledge-based view. Overall, there are 8 hypotheses. After data analysis, 6 hypotheses found to have significant positive relationships and 2 hypotheses are unsupported. For our research methodology, we apply explanatory research with a quantitative approach. And we have used cross-sectional survey and self-administrated questionnaire to collect our data. And our sampling technique is disproportionate stratified random sampling. And the unit of analysis is organizations, which is the representative of the manufacturing firms. The response rate is 68.2%, which equal to 150 samples are collected from the 220 surveys. And we used SmartPLS3 in our research statistical data analysis. For the reliability results shows that all indicators loading have satisfied the criterion, which is greater than 0.7, and all composite reliability and MVE values are satisfied and reliable. All construct items are well defined in the discriminant validity, and for the hypothesis testing, 6 are supported and 2 relationships are unsupported, which are tacit knowledge sharing to quality, and the second unsupported relationship is tacit knowledge sharing to flexibility. The justification for the unsupported relationships could be discussed through previous research that manufacturing firms in Malaysia are failed to understand and utilize tacit knowledge sharing into their daily activities and operations. Some companies are lack of flexibilities and cost concern to discourage and restrict their workers to participate in programs. Consequently, there is no guarantee knowledge can be shared and learn new things to be innovative in order to increase the competitiveness of their companies. Our study has proven the relationships in the way that makes scholars and manufacturers clearer and easier to understand the importance of knowledge sharing and competitive advantage. In the article, we urge practitioners to use knowledge sharing practices, specifically tacit and explicit knowledge sharing, because they are the essential indicators to enhance the overall organizational capabilities and achieve sustainable competitive advantage. In summary, our study has answered 8 research questions. Tacit and explicit knowledge sharing would have a strong impact on business management and foster knowledge-based economic growth. In future study, we hope scholars could research on other manufacturing hubs such as Indonesia, Thailand, and other Europe countries' manufacturing hubs. And we suggest competitive advantage can be measured as a mediator, and in other similar terms, we could suggest that use competitive capabilities as the mediating role in their future research. That's all for my presentations, and thank you for your listening and watching to this video. Thanks.